Hello students, welcome back to the class. So the last class we have discussed about Telangana Panchayat Raj Act 2018. That act was passed in 2018 and that's why they got its name Telangana Panchayat Raj Act 2018, which was passed by the Chief Minister of Telangana. Okay. So in this act we have discussed about the qualification in the last class. What are the qualification and disqualification? A citizen of India, 21 years of age. Okay. And he should not have more than two children after 30th May 1995 to contest for any positions in the Panchayat Raj institution. Okay. And then we have discussed about the conduct elections in case of dissolutions of government. If the government will dissolve, elections should be conducted within 6 months. Okay. The elections will be conducted within 6 months and particular position should be appointed immediately. So after dissolutions, elections should be conducted within the 6 months. Now we will go forward to the next topic of Telangana Panchayat Raj Act 2018. Now children, here if you see once again, this is the introduction point. That's why in every classes introduction is very important. So Telangana Panchayat Raj Act, which was passed in 2018 by Chief Minister of Telangana. So these articles containing nearly 297 section, it have nearly 297 sections, 8 schedules, 9 part. Okay, so it have nearly 297 sections, 8 schedules and how many parts? 9 parts. Okay, I'll go forward now. Purpose, what is the main purpose of this Telangana Panchayat Raj Act is to enhance, to develop the local self-government more and more. Okay, so they wanted to enhance and they wanted to provide all the powers to the local self-government enhance. And one more important functions of Telangana Panchayat Raj Act is to meet the requirements, whatever the expectations which are needed for the new state. Okay, to meet all the expectations which are mainly required for any new state. So that is also the reason. And that's why the Telangana Panchayat Raj Act was passed. Centralization and decentralization, what is the difference between that point? Centralization means power vested in the hand of central government. Decentralization means power vested in the hand of state, local government, state government, etc. There is one more advantage. Central government, suppose if the power is vested in the hand of central government, to solve the problem it will take more and more time. But decentralization, whenever if you are distributing the powers, the work will be done very fast. Okay, work can be done very fast and there is a good development also, and that's why decentralization form is the best form of government and every country should follow the decentralized form of government. So in Telangana state also they are following the same thing, decentralization. They wanted to enhance this Panchayat Raj institution, they wanted to develop. So a new state to develop, decentralized is very important, and that's why this Panchayat Raj institution has been implemented for Telangana state. I'll go forward. Now children, we are going forward to the next points. So here last topic in which we have stopped up to elections. Now power and function. See what is the main, this act Telangana Panchayat Raj Act, which contain nearly 29 items which are included in the 11th schedule. So okay, they can take the decisions in 29 items. Panchayat Raj government can take the decisions in how many items? 29 items they can able to take the decisions. Some items are mentioned here. Okay, and if you wanted to see all the items, we can find in the constitution which was mentioned in the which part, level schedule of Indian constitution we can find. So first one, if you see, so first agriculture system. So Telangana Panchayat Raj Act can take the decisions regarding agriculture. Okay, for development of agriculture, taxes, etc. That is under the control of Panchayat Raj institution. Next one, health. In terms of in terms for the development of health centers, primary health centers, hospitals, if you see. So the Panchayat Raj institutions can take the decisions regarding the health issues and all. Setting up of new hospitals or setting up of small clinics like primary health centers. Okay, that is under the control of Panchayat Raj institution. Next one, sanitation. So sanitations and water facilities also will be under the control of the Panchayat Raj institution. So municipal corporations will look out at municipal level, Zilla Praja Parishad will see at district level, and Gram Panchayat will see at village level. So each and every work is similar, same, but levels are different. Okay, so one are seeing at high level, one is seeing at middle level, and one is seeing at lower level. That's level is different, but power and positions are same. Okay, functions are also same. Whatever the functions which village panchayat, gram panchayat will follow, same function the Jilla Parishad will follow in his level, district level. Gram panchayat will follow his functions in village level. Okay, next we'll go forward. Social welfare, providing social welfare also. See, Panchayat Raj institution is a government, the local area, local self-government will say. What is the role of government? To provide welfare activities. Most of the government is not set for the profit purpose. Many governments are set up for welfare purpose also, and that is the main thing. So whatever the benefits are there, social welfare, to develop the society and to provide welfare activities, different welfare activities also Panchayat Raj institutions will take care. For example, construction of house. Okay, we know that nowadays government have started a scheme for construction of toilets. Okay, giving funds to the poor people in villages for construction of toilets also. Okay, every poor people. So who is taking care about it? Panchayat Raj institutions will take care. Allotment of funds, everything will be under the control of Gram Panchayat in villages. Okay, so this is one point. So providing social welfare, drinking water facility. This is also one point. Water facilities. So they have to see that in their level. Okay, whenever the Panchayat Raj government is important work is distribution of water in different levels should be supplied. Okay, water distribution should be supplied, that is also under the control of government only. Okay, basic needs children, whatever the basic needs are there, that everything will be under the functions of Panchayat Raj institutions, such as health is a basic need, education is a basic need, transportation is a basic needs. Okay, water is a basic needs. Okay, sanitation is a basic need. So whatever the basic needs are there, that is under the control of Gram Panchayat. Even in Telangana state also, this is the power and function of Panchayat Raj institution. Seeing about agriculture, development of agriculture, taking care of the health and development of PHC, primary health center and hospitals, providing sanitation facilities, providing social welfare, to provide welfare for the society, and drinking water facility. Next come to the point H, State Election Commission. State Election Commission. Now we will see State Election Commissions, what they will do. They will prepare the voter list of the voters, they will prepare. Children, whenever during elections, list of the voters are very important. So whenever if you have a voter ID, they will be given a small receipt. So you have to go to the school. So they will call your name. So in that voter list will be there. So who will prepare that? All electorate will say electorate. This is nothing but the list of the voters. The meaning of electorate is nothing but list of the voters. Who will prepare the list of the voters? See, at central level, national election commissions will prepare. In state level, state election commissions will prepare and distribute to the district level. So voter list will be prepared in a fair manner. Okay, right manner. Fair in the sense right manner. So that is a responsibility of state election commission. In state level, state election commission is equivalent to district collector. State election commission is equivalent to district collector in state level. So he have a right to prepare the voter list, okay, list of the voters for elections. Next point is State Election Commission will be appointed by only government. Government will appoint the State Election Commission. Okay, in the central level, when you are talking, Chief Election Commission will be there. Okay, in state level we have State Election Commission. Overall, at central level there are 3 election commission: Chief Election Commission and Election Commission, Election Commission, 2 election commission. They will assist the Chief Election Commissions. At state level we have election commissions only. So these election commissions are mainly appointed by government. Okay, the durations are mainly decided by governor. Governor only will decide whether the duration should be less or duration should be more. Even in the central level also, president only will decide what will be the durations for Chief Election Commission. Okay, president can decide. President has the power to appoint the various positions we have discussed at central level. Similarly in state level, if you see, governor has a power to appoint. Okay, governor has a power to decide about the duration of State Election Commission of India. So that is one point. So what we have discussed in this para, in this point we have discussed that State Election Commission will prepare the list of the voters, which is called as electorate. electorate is nothing but the list of the voters are very, very important. What is the area is there, how much area is there in this area, how many voter lists are there, they will prepare the list of the voters. It will be prepared by State Election Commission. Okay, and these State Election Commissions are mainly appointed by government, and the durations will be mainly decided by governor. Governor will decide the duration of State Election Commission. Next, come to the point, children, State Finance Commission. What is the role of state? Just now we have discussed about Election Commission role. Finance Commission role, what? See here. Finance Commission, State Election Finance Commissions are mainly appointed by governor. Okay, and these financial commissions durations are nearly for 5 years. The State Finance Commission durations are mainly for how many years? 5 years. So what is the role of State Finance Commission? If you see, they will evaluate, they will just check out. Evaluating is nothing but checking the status of, okay, financial status. They will check the financial status of Gram Panchayat, Mandal Praja Parishad and Jilla Praja Parishad. So here we have discussed what State Financial Commission, they will review the functioning financial status. They will try to evaluate and they will review the financial status at 3 levels. That is a State Finance Commission. So they will check out at 3 levels. The financial status of Gram Panchayat, okay, they will review the status of Mandal Praja Parishad, and at district level Jilla Praja Parishad. So this is under the control of State Finance Commission. State Finance Commissions containing how many members? 5 members will be there. In these 5 members, 1 person will be chairman, okay, and 1 person will be secretary, and remaining 3 are the other members. Okay, so overall how many members are there in State Finance Commission we have discussed. In State Finance Commissions are mainly consists of 5 members, children. In that 5 members, 1 member will be secretary and 1 member will be chairman, and remaining 3 are the other members which are appointed. Overall 5 members, and these members what they will do, they will evaluate and they will check out what are the positions, what are the status of financial status of Gram Panchayat, what is the financial status of Mandal Praja Parishad, and what is the financial status of Jilla Praja Parishad. So this is one point. Okay, next we will go forward, last one, Village Panchayat. Now Village Panchayat act as a tribunal. What is meant by tribunal? Tribunals are nothing but, here I have written, any person or institution who has an authority to judge. Okay, in the ancient time also there were no courts. When there were no courts, Gram Panchayat used to act as a tribunal and they used to judge, they used to decide, and they have an authority to provide punishment also. Authority. So any person or an institution who has an authority to provide judgment in the judgment or punishment. So that is called tribunal. Tribunal is nothing but what I said, any person or any institution which has an authority to provide judgment. Village Panchayat has an authority to provide judgment. Whatever the various problems which arises in village level, that will be under the control of Village Panchayat only. So in Panchayat only they will able to solve the problems. Okay, whenever the property issues will be there, distribution of land will be there. So most of the problems will be solved by Village Panchayat only. So they have an authority to provide judgment. Okay, they have a power to provide judgment. Okay, and their decision should be accepted by all the village level. So Village Panchayat act as a tribunal, okay, which is called as Panchayat Tribunal. So these were called as Panchayat Tribunals, which containing how many members? 3 members will be there in Panchayat Tribunal. So if any person wanted to inquiry or appellate about removing Sarpanch, sometime what happen, most of the people can appeal. They have a power to appeal, which is called as appellate. Okay, they has a power, the people has a power. So this tribunal act as an appellate also. They can appeal their request in Panchayat Raj institutions, when even for removing Sarpanch also. When you are not satisfied with the Sarpanch, the head of village, when you are not satisfied, then you can able to appeal for removing Sarpanch also. That is also possible. So here what we have studied, Village Panchayat act as a tribunal. So they will solve various problems. Internal problems will be solved. Whatever the internal disputes will be there regarding the properties and all between the family matter, that will be solved by this village tribunals. Tribunals are nothing but any person or any institution which has an authority to provide judgment. They will provide authority. They have an authority to give the judgment. So that is called as tribunal. So this act has a panchayat, which is called as Panchayat Tribunal. So any person can appeal their case. If they wanted to appeal their case in Panchayat Tribunal, they can appeal. Even though if they wanted to remove the Sarpanch also, that is completely, removing the Sarpanch is under the control of Panchayat Tribunals. So if any people are not satisfied with the head of the village, they can appeal. So if the decisions are in their favor, then sarpanch can be removed. So this is under the control of village tribunals. So children, in this point we have discussed many issues. First one, we have discussed about Telangana Panchayat Raj institution. This was, we know, that 2018, which was formulated, passed by Chief Minister of Telangana, which containing nearly 297 articles and 8 schedules and 9 parts according to 18th April. The main purpose of this Telangana Panchayat Raj institution is to enhance the local self-government and to meet all the expectations for every new state, whatever the expectations are there, to meet all the expectations, the Telangana Panchayat Raj institution has been created. Power and functions, when you are talking, this act containing nearly 29 items, okay, which is included in the level schedule. There are agriculture, health, sanitation, social welfare and drinking water. In all these articles, in all these items, we can find Panchayat Raj institutions can take their decisions. Now, state election commissions will prepare the list of the voters, which is called as electorate, and that list of the voters should be prepared in fair manner. They are mainly appointed by government, but governor will decide what is the duration of State Election Commission of India. State Finance Commission of India is appointed by governor, okay, and the terms of the finance commissions will be nearly 5 years. So total members of state finance commissions are mainly 5 members, 1 chairman, okay, and 1 will be secretary, and remaining 3 members are appointed. So overall 5 members. These state finance commissions will review, they will evaluate the financial status of Gram Panchayat, Mandal level, Jilla Praja Parishad. Okay, they will evaluate the financial status of Gram Panchayat, they will evaluate the financial status of Mandal Praja Parishad and Jilla Praja Parishad. This is one point. Okay. Now, Village Panchayat act as a tribunal. Tribunal means any person or an authority which has a power to provide judgment. Okay, that is called as tribunal. For example, court. Court has an authority to provide judgment. But in village level, when you are talking, Village Panchayat act as an authority to provide judgment. Any person, whatever the problems which are there in village level, that will be under the control of Village Panchayat to solve the problem. And Village Panchayat act as an appellate. If any person wanted to appeal, okay, if they wanted to appeal, so Village Panchayat can able to solve the problem. Particularly if they wanted to appeal to remove the sarpanch, that is also under the control of village tribunal or Village Panchayat, they will solve the problems. So village tribunal consists of, Panchayat tribunals are consists of overall 3 members will be there. So children, this is about the Telangana Panchayat Raj institutions we have studied in 2018, the act which was passed. Okay, we will meet you in the next class. In the next class, we will come with a new topic and we will discuss with the new topic, children. Thank you very much.